So we've just talked about changes of state, and to change a solid to a liquid we need to heat it up, we need to increase the internal energy. To turn a liquid to a gas we need to heat it, we need to increase the internal energy. So what is internal energy? Internal energy is simply the kinetic energy, how much the particles are moving, plus the potential energy, how close the particles are together. So kinetic energy is how much they're moving, how much the particles are moving, and the potential energy is how close the particles are. For example, a very high potential energy is solid. The particles are all really close together, and in a gas they've got low potential energy because they're far apart. So how can we increase the internal energy? We can increase the internal energy by heating an object up. And what happens when we heat an object up? The particles move faster. So for example, in a solid, we can represent solids moving by the vibration quotation marks. We heat it up, they move faster, more vibrations. They're moving faster, they've got more kinetic energy. If we've got more kinetic energy, we've got more internal energy. And eventually we'll get to a point where they'll have so much kinetic energy, so much internal energy that they'll break the bonds and they will no longer be regular, and the solid will now become randomly arranged in a liquid. Liquids, if we continue to supply heat energy, they move faster. If they move faster, we get more kinetic energy, we've got more internal energy, and eventually we'll break the bonds between the liquid particles and we'll get gas molecules. And gas molecules move at random speeds in random directions, all directions. So that's how changes of state occur, by increasing or decreasing internal energy. We heat something up, they move faster, so they get more kinetic energy, so they get more internal energy. If we cool an object down or a substance down, we're making the particles move more slowly, so we get less kinetic energy and therefore less internal energy. Don't forget, potential energy all depends on how close the particles are together. Solids have got high potential energy because the particles are very close. Gas have got low potential energy because the particles are far apart.